The education of children is not a new topic, right? It's as old as the world we live in. And, we live in a time when everyone has an opinion. And every year there's a new way to do it. There are new systems, new books, or no books at all. There's public charter, homeschool, unschool, online school options. The education of children matters because, it touches us all, really. We all have an interest in how children are taught. We all have some influence over how some child is taught. Whether it's our own children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews or siblings or children in the church, we have the opportunity and the duty to speak the truth about this topic. This is a subject that everyone can fall short in. When it comes to raising children, it's much easier to point out the faults of our neighbors than seeing our own. Often people will teach their children the same thing that they condemn in others. But this topic is a touchy subject. People hold to their view of children and education with great tenacity. There is this desire in our culture to believe that children are innocent and cannot be held accountable for their actions. For some, it's easier and more readily accepted to point out their sins than to point out the sins of their children. If we understand that God has given us answers and direction in His Word, then we would expect to find His instruction on how to raise children in His Word. And we should also expect that the book of Proverbs would contain some practical instruction on this. And we're right to assume this. Child training needs to be submitted to Christ and should be done to the glory of God. What does Proverbs say about this? Well, a lot though. So I've arranged this topic into four main ideas. First, we find children are held accountable for their own actions. Second, children need discipline. Third, children grow up, and so our training needs to have that in mind. And then also, fourth, parenting, working with, and training children is all worth it. So that is the plan for this week, and that's what we're going to be looking at. So come back next time, and we'll begin with how children are held accountable for their own actions. And we're going to see that Proverbs tells us about them. So I'll see you back here next time.